Well, made it up. Top right here. Now, let's see what's along here. I've been along this way before, but whew, pretty hot up here now. Actually, there's a network of trails. It goes all around. There are a bunch of raptors up there. I'm trying to figure out what kind of birds those are. I think they're turkey vultures, but I can't really tell. Got some reddish on their head. There are a bunch of birds on the top of the towers. Yeah, these are turkey vultures. They're huge birds, but I can't see them up close. I wish I would. I wish I could see. Wait a minute. They're all flapping around now. Waiting to pick up some thermals. Definitely not eagles. Can't tell. I think they're probably turkey vultures. But yeah, it's pretty nice up here. Beautiful up here. It's just very hot on an exposed peak right now. Very thirsty too. I'm just thinking about maybe going along down there, going along that, and see what kind of stuff I can find there. Because if you've watched my video on Elsinore Peak, you've seen pretty much the same stuff, except you saw it during mid-fall as opposed to early summer. So I guess what I will do is pick a path. I don't want to get too close to the people working, social distancing. Just gotta pick a way here and see what's along that ridge. Socially distant. But I think I can loop back to the car. If I hike along this way, I can probably loop back to the car. If I have to do a little cross country, I guess it won't hurt. Just don't want to be bushwhacking and too much. But adventure video in an area I've been up many times, so may as well see a different angle of it. Little game trail through here. Alright, just about found the trail. Basically, just follows this ridge right here. Whew. But I don't think I'm going to be returning the same way. I think I'm going to make a loop out of this. Alright. A lot of chamise around here. Back out in the chaparral. Definitely a very warm day today. I said I don't plan on making a very long, extended day, but it'd be nice to see a different perspective of the Elsinore Peak area. Robo's got their acorns going. Looks like it might be a good year for scrub oak acorns. Hopefully. That's down over by South Main Divide Road. That little bump right there, did a spotlight on trees of birchleaf circocarpus over there last December, when it was much cooler, and there were some patches of snow in this area. That was back at the end of December. We had some incredibly low elevation snows. I don't mind telling you, it is hot over here. But you gotta expect that in chaparral country. During summer months, you gotta expect it to be really hot in chaparral. Yeah, I'm not used to hiking chaparral in the summer, unless it's the maritime chaparral by the ocean, like coastal San Diego and coastal Orange County. They have maritime chaparral. But yeah, this is pretty neat over here. This was the one I did a spotlight on that hill. That hill is Peak 3448. Birchleaf circocarpus. Quite a bit of it here, actually. That's very scenic over here. Boy, we're not even that far from the top of Elsinore Peak, and it's turned into a natural wonderland over here. Just following this use trail. Wow. A lot of circocarpus around here. A lot of black sage too. Thinking, oh god, it looks dead. Well, it's dormant. It's summertime. I think that's the other little mini summit right there. It's kind of neat over here, huh? Glad I finally came over here. Been up to Elsinore Peak at least 4 times. At least 4 times. And every time, I've never, ever come over here. Feels more backcountry here now. But yeah, look at that. Prunus ilicifolia. Good old hollyleaf cherry. There are some specimens of it around here. There's the peak right up there, that mound to the left of the towers. That's where the high point of Elsinore Peak is. Probably about 100 feet below it now. Boy, I wonder if this climbs up to the peak. A little summit there. All right. It looks like we're going to get into a little bushwhacking. All right. Not that bad. Oh, hollyleaf redberry. Rhamnus ilicifolia. Fruits too. All right. Let me see if I can poke through here. Make sure there's no poison oak. Poison oak doesn't just live in by the creeks and stuff. You can also find it in chaparral and even coastal sage scrub. So if you're hiking in chaparral, you still got to keep a lookout for it. More hollyleaf redberry. You have to do a spotlight on that. This area's got a lot of birchleaf cercocarpus. Birchleaf mountain mahogany. Mountain mahogany, I think, is the name that botanists use more often. But it is a type of cercocarpus. Mountain mahogany is genus cercocarpus. Alright, maybe I go this way. Yeah, this little path kind of branches off a little bit. And more hollyleaf cherry. Like the common name implies, it is a cherry. It's related to the plums, the peaches, the apricots, and the cherries. It is a cherry. Its fruit is edible. I've eaten it a few times. If you're expecting to have a maraschino cherry taste to it, not going to happen. And its flesh is pretty thin. But for the most part, they're pretty palatable. And I've had a couple that were actually quite good. I guess we're not going up to the peak. Oh well, I'm just following the trail. I don't really feel like bushwhacking right now. It's too hot, and I'm too lazy. It's a cool little loop though. And of course, Ceanothus crassifolius variety crassifolius. I believe I've mentioned Ceanothus crassifolius variety planus in a couple of my previous videos. I was researching on Calscape, and variety planus doesn't show up in this part of Southern California for some reason. It does not show up in this area. I'm kind of surprised. I've seen some planus that look like planus because they got flat leaves, as opposed to curled over leaves. Variety planus is more, I think, towards Los Angeles and Ventura counties, San Gabriel Mountain foothills and Ventura County. Variety crassifolius is the one that's listed for this area. But like I said, I've seen some that predominantly had flat leaves, so I was wondering if those were variety planus, but it doesn't show it being listed here. Ooh, got some white sage. Just gonna gently brush my way through this. I'm gonna come out smelling really pungent. Well, I was driving along South Main Divide, and I had the windows on. I mean, I had the air conditioner on most of the time because it was kind of warm, but for a while I had the windows open. That's all you smell. White sage. Incredibly awesome scent. Now we're going more towards this meadow here. This huge trail kind of follows its way down. I'm going to loop back to the car through this meadow. But yeah, there's Elsinore Peak right there where I was. Beautiful loop hike. This trail looks like it kind of snakes around as opposed to going directly there, so I'm just going to follow it and keep going. Well, that's going to be it for clip number 2. Clip number 3 should be just about back at the car. I'll see you then.